Watch me ride.
At least it's not completely freezing, but it is pretty cold. Hey everybody, I'm out for a little ride, and guess who I'm on? On Derek. He is alive. Oh, hang on, you will not know about this. Oh, God. Right, so basically, I don't use Derek as much as I should. Mainly, one of the problems is in my garage, basically. The wall is here, and Derek is here. Then the bike that I have on loan is here, and then DIVI is here. So if I want to get Derek out, I actually have to move 2 bikes to get one. You can guess what happened if the battery died, so... Oh! Problem is, I can't bump start Derek. I've tried. I can bump start bikes. I'm pretty good at it. But I cannot bump start Derek. I have tried and tried and tried. It's just got so much frigging compression. You know, you might as well have just slammed the back brake on for all it'll ever do. You know, even on hills and stuff. Oh, but I do miss that sound. And yes, I know I need to get a battery tender for him. That is the solution to the problem. I didn't realise how expensive they were. I thought, you know, battery tender, 10-15 quid, or maybe at most. I can't seem to find one for less than about 40 quid. I don't know what exactly I'm going to talk about in this video. Just a few things, really, I suppose. I'm feeling very weird when it comes to YouTube at the moment, in the sense that I feel really disconnected because I've taken a bit of a step out of it for a while, which is I've probably made less videos in the past month than I have in a very long time. And it's kind of given me this outward perspective where I start thinking, well, what is it I'm doing on here now, and what was I trying to aim for in the beginning, and how has that changed? And, you know, I don't think motovlogging's died, in the sense that, you know, it's not going to be successful anymore, but I do think it peaked. Well, when I say it's peaked for now. What needs to happen is that someone's going to have to, you know, show the way, show a new direction. Because, you know, in the past, motovlogging had sort of stagnated in its early days, and it hadn't really, you know, it found its place, but it never really took that step up. And there is a vlogger or two who I think had a very strong influence in refocusing the way that people were going. You know, it's what you maybe call it an iPhone moment, where it completely revolutionised what was going on, and everyone else was like, no, that's the way we want to go. Don't take from that I'm about to quit YouTube. I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm just sort of, I'm actually enjoying this sort of reflective moment of thinking about where I'm going to go next year. What is it that I want to do? Oh, the battery's so going to die on me. It's a problem. I'm doing another one of my stop-start errand days, and it needs long runs, and I'm not doing long runs. In fact, I'm riding less at the moment than I ever did. This is the thing, sort of. It's difficult to find balance, because at the moment where I'm sort of doing the metalwork stuff, I feel like I'm only ever fucking talking about that, and that's pissing me off. But I put so much like time every day and concentration into everything that I just find it hard sometimes to try and do anything else. But it's just because I know it's because it's Christmas, and I'm just trying to get as much done now as I can before Christmas, because I get the feeling what I don't sell before Christmas will stick around for a little while. I don't know. Hang on, back in a sec. What was I saying? Basically, yeah, I'm expecting a lull in sales after the New Year, after the Christmas. So I'm trying to do as much as I can now and get it all up, and it just means that I'm, you know, working very long hours doing. I mean, yesterday I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was in the garage at 1:30 in the morning, lacquering some aluminium plate, and didn't get to sleep till gone 3:30. And then was up again this morning, quite early, and I'm getting on with it again today. But I was like, I've got to make a video, because I'm supposed to be a freaking vlogger. Start, please, start, please. Please start, please, please, please. Thank God. I'll have to stop at a shop for a few minutes now, so I can have a bit of a ride around. We can chat a bit more, or you can go and I'll just talk to myself. Because I do feel like this channel's a bit dead. And the only person to blame for that is me, really, because, you know, I was really on it a year ago or so. You know, I was making a lot of content, doing a lot of videos that people really liked, because, you know, I did so many reviews. Well, they drew the numbers anyway. And I was really sort of going for it, but it didn't really make any difference to sort of games or anything like that. It would just merely meant that I felt like I was producing some decent content, and I don't feel like I'm doing that now. I feel like I'm just talking shit with people. But it may be that sort of content that comes back round again. I wonder, because basically, you know, trends come and go, and the trend used to be people on bikes talking about a subject. That was it. That was motovlogging. And now, well, as things progressed, it became more about the doings than what you were saying. And everyone loves a video of someone doing something, you know, like going somewhere, doing, you know, that's the point. It went from being just talking to doing. It was an experience. It was like you were going through that with someone. Well, motovlogging has obviously progressed a lot, and we've got some really big vloggers out there, and they've now got budgets, we will say, because that's the thing, there wasn't a budget before, and now, you know, they're pushing what's the latest and most interesting, and the, you know, the new bikes, and we're doing this, and we're doing that, and when you compare yourself, like, well, not compare yourself, but when you have to try and keep it interesting, and you can't buy a new bike, buy a new car, buy a truck, do this, do that, constantly, when it's just on your own back, that's where we couldn't, or I couldn't compete. You know, I tried to a point, I had a very lucky opportunity of getting DIVI, and then I was like, well, you know, I'll make a series on building this bike up. And people have said, oh, do another like Project DIVI series. It's like, well, I can't. I'm not about to go and buy another bike. I'm already having to consider selling one of them, which No, I can't go round you, mate. Well, no, I can't, you fucking penis! Go on, go round! God. You know, I'm not about to go and buy another bike, and God. Freedom. So I can't do those sorts of videos, and that's what the hunger's for, you know, it seems like, you know, build series, and do this, and do that, and I don't have the time or the ability to do that, because the thing is, when YouTube is your sole income, then you can really concentrate and put time into your videos, because it's paying your way. When you're having to do a normal job, or a non-normal job, which takes a shite load of time, like being self-employed making clocks, it becomes even more difficult to try and keep up. So that's why I've not really known what to do. You know, I've got videos coming up. You know, I've got one for the Cena 30k. I've got one on my head right now. I've got to do a review for that. I've been sent a pair of them for me in Reno, and we've been testing them over the past few weeks, like properly testing them. I've got different sections of video recorded and stuff, and eventually I'll do the sort of the roundup of everything and give my opinion on it, which is pretty close. So, you know, there's stuff like that which it's in the pipeworks, but it has time connected to it. Like, you know, I have to use it for this amount of time before I can give a review and a valued opinion. Well, I don't know about valued, but, you know, a reasonably thought out opinion, something that's not just taken out of the box and go, oh, it's lovely. Am I saying that I've got to find a new direction? I don't think so, as such. I don't know. Maybe I should just make videos. Maybe that's the key. No, it's not, because, you see, if I make one type of video, I can get, you know, 6, 7, 8k views. If I make a different type of video, I'll get like 1 or 2. It's savagely low compared to having, like, you know, not that far off 70k subscribers. That it's nothing to do with what it has got something to do with the algorithms and that sort of stuff, because I'm pretty sure my stuff has not been shown to most of my subscribers for most of the time that I've been a YouTuber. But whatever, you know, we all come to YouTube on a level platform. It's what you put in is what you get out. If you happen to be luckier, if you happen to hit the sweet spot on the algorithm, and that leapfrogs you forwards and gives you that basis of a strong audience that helps build you up, then great. But unfortunately, what can happen is you like PT your way up, slowly ticking your way, taking you like, you know, 6 years to reach that point. It's never going to build. I feel like I'd have a better chance of getting a really big channel. Not that I want a big channel, I'm just saying, you know, if that was the end goal, I'd probably be better off at this point shutting this channel down and starting a new one. Honestly, I really do think that would be the case. Now, I'm not about to go and do that, as I say. I like having this channel the way that it is. It may change the way that I see it. It may become more like of a public diary or something. Not like a public diary. I'm here to entertain people, not just talk about me. That's why I get really pissed off lately. That all I ever seem to talk about is the fucking metalworks. But it's everything to me right now. It's every minute of every day is what I'm doing. Because I'm trying to pay the bills, basically. And if I know if I keep driving through, I might move my buyer basis for that outside of YouTube, and that would see me good for a long time. You know, if the metalworks are directly connected to selling to my subscribers, if I ever give up YouTube, it's going to completely kill my other business at the same time. So, and don't read into that I'm waiting for, you know, that to really take off before I quit YouTube, because if it really takes off, I'll actually then be putting more time into YouTube, because I'll have, you know, more relax. I won't be like on that edge every month. It will be more comfort. Yeah, as I said, this wasn't really the video I was planning to make, but I do feel like I've sorted some things out by talking this out. That's the other problem. I do get to talk to Reno, but Reno's at work all day. I basically spend my entire life by myself in a garage. I mean, I know you might say, because I've only had one or two, surprisingly, only one or two people say, oh, we'd love to see you make some videos of you making the clocks, and it's like, yeah, I do agree with you, but it's hard to explain. The process is not like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know, it's more like A, G, back onto another piece, back this way, back that way. And if I had to try and film that in a garage like I have, the lighting's going to be difficult, the camera's going to be difficult to do. I'd need a cameraman, basically, to do it. And it would take so long to make one clock that I'd basically have to just give it up. It ended at Tesco's. Okay, I need lunch. I was going to keep riding around, but I'm freaking freezing, and Derek's had a good enough charge, I think. Anyway, well, the idea of making entertaining videos ended this again, but I feel like sometimes you have to just get these things out of you before you can move on to the more entertaining things, because your mind is just on one track. I can't, until I feel like I've said this, I can't move on. So yeah, basically I think the plan is make videos as and when I can, I feel like it, coming up until Christmas. Work my arse off, getting the clocks made, and then I might be able to relax for a bit after that. I don't know. But then I've got to get on and get my accounts up to date, because they're like falling behind, and then I've got, a load of other things to do. This is the problem. It's too many things, not enough hours. Oh dear. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've got this far through, you're amazing, because no one watches this far through my videos anymore. Yeah, catch you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, and if I haven't made a video by the 10th, send me a message wishing me a happy birthday, because, I'm going to be turning 32 and probably feeling depressed as fuck.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.